Hello, hello. Good morning. Welcome to another ES Futures trading stream. Today is Thursday. It is August 29. It is 8:21 Eastern time in the US. Less than 10 minutes before the last weekly jobs report here. And one day before the end of the month. I am carefully monitoring the end of the month because it is one of those events that has a tendency. I believe we will see some swings here because apart from being end of the month, it's also very close. It's very close to. We are very close to the rollover period, and we are about the same area as the previous month closing. This is the bigger time frame charts. You have the daily, weekly, and monthly here. I am very how can I say this? Kind of like it's not anxious. It's not anxiety that I have. I'm very curious to see how this month is going to close. Are we going to see a short squeeze, which will leave or will give this month an outstanding excess in the lower side? Well, we have this excess here. That's just impressive excess. It can be setting the market for a strong, to reignite the rally, or it is going to close down here. Well, if the month closes down here and volume is higher than the previous month, maybe as high as this one, which is the highest. This one is the highest less than 2 years, more than 2 years ago. But this is the highest of the current year, and this is the highest of the last year. If you can end up here and it closes right when it opened, that would, I mean, one of the interpretations is that would be a fair of the break that we had here. But the potential to the upside could be increasing after that. Now, in the weekly, this is really interesting situation that the market is having here. We have a range here. Now, as you can see, we have two-week range here. The market has looked above this range, not above previous week range, and failed. Failing targets the opposite side. And notice how this week, let's remove this thing. So how this week has not reached the opposite side. So we still have one time frame higher here. Right? Once the market reaches or comes close to this end, the same principles, or same, not the same principles, I think that's a wrong choice of words. The same guidelines that we had when the market was breaking out this high apply down here. It's either a breakout or breakout failure. It can be after it closes or before it reaches. And now, where this market is going to close, we still have two more days to go. Kind of like pretty, the odds that we have some volatility, some swings here are for me are high what increasing significantly. Um, because because of the events or the situation that we have, right? End of the month and rollover period getting close. We have last weekly job reports, and next week we have non-farm payrolls, which is the monthly, and PCE on Friday, this Friday, tomorrow. This also is June high. This doesn't matter much. Right? I think I will pay close attention to these lows being right at this high here. Right? Now, the daily. You can see the daily range here. The breakout can be seen clearer here. Notice how we have, up to this point, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 day range breakout failure. Right? Look above and fail. In this situation, what we look is for market reaching the opposite side of this range, right? Balance, range, call it however you want to call it. Now, the part or the movement of this market breaking above this high and failing and reaching the opposite side for me has been completed. That's over now. What is the next thing? I have no idea, right? I have no idea. Right now we're kind of like around the center of the range. We have a gap above, we have a gap below, right? Let's highlight this in another way. Let's put this high here. Now this range, remember this high here. Now the range is going to be here. Range high is going to be here. Let's do it another color. What can it be? Let's call it red, okay? And the low of the range is down here. Notice something here. I hope you have noticed now. Notice how, right? This low is having 1, 2, 3, right? Couple lows here, more than 2 actually. 1, 2, 3 lows, very close together, but it still has not reached the opposite side. The formation in the highs, 1, 2, 3, kind of like the same way how we have a trend here to the upside here, the same thing coming down here. Remember what we talk about here, where this month can end here. This level here is around the 55, 85, something like that. We will see how we get to that number soon. Just notice something here, something else. This break here, at one moment in time, I guess somewhere in this area, we were talking about how the break was subtle. Market was going lower, in low volume, with volume increasing. Okay, we have now, with volume increasing during the breaks. This is non-farm, my bad. This is weekly jobs report. Notice, let me finish this thing. During these days, look at this break here, high volume, and check the volume here, right? Decreases. Next one. Next one. Next big one here. Next big one. Next big one. All right, but here, right? You can start see here what happened here. all of these things, little subtle clue. Look, check this one, and this one here. Just notice, right? This is just different here. Now I want to point this one, and you pay attention to what happened up here, right? Here you got this one. This one. This one. And then all of these conducting to this break. Now, it is so easy to see these things once it had happened. Okay, we never know what is going to happen. We always know after the fact. Okay, but we don't trade after the fact. We don't work after the fact. We work in real time. You know, as the market develops, we need to understand what is happening if we want to do something. Now, from yesterday, now let's go to market profiles. Before going over there, look at the volume. Come on, man. This is the last 10 days. Volume was decreasing. What's happening now in this? Do you remember what I was telling here? Let's check. There is some subtle highs, really low. Take these volumes here. This is the ES, right? But this is the market. Okay. Yesterday and 1, 2, 3 days before yesterday. Okay. Yesterday and 3 days before. What happened? Yesterday, 3 days before, this one. What happened here? Opens up here, closes down here. Opens up here, closes down here. Right? Are we seeing the same thing again? The odds that we have something like this, are very, very low in my opinion. Right. That being said, summer markets are usually thin markets. Thin markets because hedge fund managers, the big money is usually on vacation. Just, the second in charge is managing the company, managing the funds, the big funds. His only job is, he has only one job. Don't do stupid things. Don't do crazy things. Just stay there, be calm, wait for me to come back, and don't mess it up. Right? So, and that's you can see that that's happening, right? There's not compromise in this market. I guess the last stream we were talking about how unconvincing, how much lack of conviction the market has, right? The market was lacking conviction on its movement. Now, from yesterday, what we have yesterday, we have NVIDIA. We had NVIDIA yesterday, and it opened. Our market closed up here, right at almost dead center. Notice how we don't have volume, medium volumes and high, medium volumes and lows, and the bulk of the volume is at the center of the profile. Very extended, very emotional market with a distribution here. Right? This is one of the things I am monitoring now. We have a break that took the low of yesterday, gave us a little tiny spike. Now I'm going to open this thing. Look at this spike we have from last night. From yesterday, after NVIDIA. Little tiny spike here to the upside. Where the market is going to open today relative to this spike. Because this is for me is a spike. This is a tiny micro spike. The market after that closed up here. This was the last trade. and opened. You know, it was unbelievable how it opened around this area, somewhere in here, right? And the whole overnight was just kind of like a counter-action or rebalancing of the extremely short inventory. If you were watching yesterday, this was the highest volume here. I guess was around 3,000, something like that. Let me check that again. How much did we, yeah, I was around 3,000, 4,000. Uh-oh. I messed it up. Around this area here. Okay. And the rest volume was just going lower and lower and lower and lower. Inventory getting extremely short down here in this moment. Okay, so no, this break wasn't attracting more sellers here. And now we have a little bit of the volume here and down here as well. Inventory now, this is zero. Notice how spaced sellers are. Seller are, or seller is from last. All right. This is what I was watching last night. And now we have this. This is not a spike. This is a little spike here. The overnight, the spike to the upside. Why a spike? Because I have this level here relative to this profile. Relative to this profile. Where the market, now the next question for me is where the market is going to open relative to this late rally high from yesterday. Okay, I'm checking this. Notice where it came from. You know, all of these loans here. Guess what happened to those here that went home loan, right? They are still here. The market is going to open, or they are just breathing, right? Thanks God the market is open high here. I have this, as long as this low remains, this is still an action to the upside. That's one thing. Okay, the next thing to monitor, or at least that's what I am doing, monitor for continuation, is closing the distributions here. We have two distributions now, this one and this one. Now the upper side, the same way how this low came. POC, opening, POC here, very questionable, right? Very questionable lows that we have here, inside bar here, breakout and failure here. Now we have another, the market is setting for something here. I try not to have any bias, but look at this, non-excess here, selling from the low of the gap. This is the selling was right as seller to the tick. Very questionable high here. All right, that's one. And notice where M high was sold from, value area high. Granted, it was bought from POC as well. Okay, or it made a POC here, down here. I don't have anything here. But what I believe is the odds that we are going to see some swings here are high. This is Nasdaq. Okay, look at these highs here in Nasdaq. 1, 2, 3 highs. This little, again, where it came from? Halbach here. We got 1, 2, 3 highs here all together. This little excess that we have above this area, above this, it's not enough, right? In my opinion, it's not enough to rebalance this part of the market. Check this again. Okay, let's do it a little bit zoom out here. Liquidation. Okay, this also, this high, same thing. Sell in Nasdaq. That's Nasdaq. All these highs are very questionable. Now, I'm not going to go long just because I see those things. Those are things that are worth considering, right? For me, that are worth to keep carrying on. That's what I think. Another thing that I like to do is I always let me move this lower. I'd always like to check the other markets here. What's happening with Nasdaq, for example? Same thing, just replicating the ES here. Very close to the previous opening. This has odds that this we may have some change in the trend are higher here in Nasdaq. You have this range in the upper side, this range in the lower side. Range was taken, so this is history now. Now I'm still keeping this high here. Let's see what happened. It did reach it back here. It's getting out of this range, so this penetration line is being rejected. Now we are back in this area. Now these highs here, this questionable highs here are being corrected. We have the same thing up here. What happened here is what it, let me see if I can do something here. Now check this out. This one here is what we have here, right? Check this out. Dead center here. You have a gap, dead, I'm very, very close to the center of the gap here. The gap on the upper side, we have this trend line, this bigger trend line here. And market hasn't reached, you'll notice how you can just move this down here. What will you have here, right? Pretty nice here. Selling from the 50. This is a very short time frame trading going on here. Very short time frame trading going on here. I don't see nothing else here. Just that. Right? What's happening? The Dow is that index. It's only 30 companies, right? That's saying right there as well. Opening. Very close to close right at the opening. I want to see what happened with volume. Very questionable lows here. Buying from the closer gap. Have another gap here. Look at these lows here. Excess, excess, good excess here. Range 3, 6, 8 range here, very close to the 50. Not getting away from the 50, I should say. Look at this, man. This is Nasdaq. Look at this. Look at, oh, come on, man. This is, the shorts here is very risky. The short is very risky here. You can place here. You can place a, look at that, man. Look at that. That's very questionable here. But the short, selling from the 50, selling again from the 50. You have trend line here. The potential of firecracker effect here is huge, right? If this market takes this high, it can easily, take this high as well. Who knows? It can come close to this trend here, this trend line. Same thing. This is not that much in. Actually, it is, right? You have 3 here. Right? You have all together here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But notice what we have here. You have 3 and you have triple high here. 1, 2, 3 highs here. This is the ES. Can you see? 1, 2, 3, and 3 lower. What's going to happen? I have no idea, right? My job is to understand, or try to understand, or try to figure out what is going on. Okay. Once I believe I know what's going on, I can take a trade if I see something, if something pops up. Okay. Always trying to see, right? And to figure out what the risk is, what the reward is. Something else that I haven't seen any. These are this is the room off period, and this is the closing period just before 5 p.m. No big blocks here, absolutely nothing. Just I haven't seen this since the market, since the market came all the way down here. Absent, completely absent. No, actually it was here in this area here. There's no big blows. It's very short, just short-term trading going on here. Now, for those who trade Nasdaq, before going over here, yesterday, I hope you have noticed, the market the index who was commanding the market was the ES. You could see, ES was showing the path, right? Was showing the market, was being the leader yesterday, and all the other indices just followed through. When these indices are not in sync, when one index is doing something different than the other one, I'm talking about the forwards, right? The Russell, the Dow, Nasdaq, and the ES, and the S&P, the odds of rotation are high. Right? The odds of rotation are high. When all them are in sync, the odds that we are going to see some nice trend, maybe, okay, increases. But not for sure, but just increases, right? Remember, odds, right? That's the key here. Odds, just odds. Once I have that, that's the first part, right? That's the first part of the job. The next thing is find an area, right? Not look for it, but something will just pop. Right? If you miss this trade, if you miss this movement, because what we have is a breakout of this range here, continuation. The market have good odds, right? Really nice opportunity to correct this high. Once this high wasn't corrected, what happened here, what you can see here, what I saw here was liquidation. Liquidation of this inventory that we have yesterday and this, notice this nice, beautiful volume here, this accumulation, right? Again, right? I didn't see that until it was in progress. This high, very questionable high, right? Very questionable high. Wasn't corrected, right? Wasn't. Remember, this is just one piece of information. And once you see acceleration here, because this movement was really fast, right? Short covering and long liquidation usually happen really fast. Long liquidation, we not see a market just grinding lower. A short covering, we not see a market grinding high, right? Usually that's not the case. It happens really fast. You could jump here anywhere here yesterday. Anywhere. Once this started to happen, it was the risk here was it wasn't small here. We getting close or closing this distribution was the thing, But we have to be aware. We have to be aware. One thing is jumping into the trade just because I see the market moving fast. Another thing, having the awareness, okay? Correction here, distribution close, and another distribution fall. Right? The same type of trading that we have here happened here the next day. Same traders, failing to close the distribution here, forming another distribution, this part of the vision here, target, this is the vision that we have, the imagination that we have to use, right? And then the developing of the trade. Once we have this low, this is a range. What's the next thing? The inside day here. We have an inside day here that has breakout to the upside and failed and targets this lower side. After that, continuation would be this. For me, it was this one here. And this is what I want to show here. This is why I brought Nasdaq here, right? Because I was watching both these markets. Notice where it came from here. It came yesterday. This market came 2 times. Once or 2 times? No, it came once here during this period. We have this break here, somewhere down to here maybe, and then it came back. Right? This is the equivalent. This is the equivalent of the ES selling from this level, from here, right? Just one tick, right? Overlapping here, just one. Okay. Nasdaq, you have to give it more range. Having this kind of selling, of bars, of charts, or whatever, in Nasdaq is very, very unique here. If the market came back, it came back right to the tick here, all the way up here. That's an opportunity. It didn't correct it. It didn't correct it. A correction would have been coming all the way up to here, maybe up to here, because, no, it wasn't held back at the time. Held back was kind of like around here, maybe around this area here, leaving or keeping this volume here, right? Maybe touching a little bit, not too much penetration into this volume. It didn't even challenge this one. It didn't challenge it, all right? There was a lot of short of covering here, long liquidation here, Shorts starting to cover in this area. But this is an opportunity to enter. And then it came back here. Again, sold again. It came back another. It took it a little bit. Again, you could see every time, every time the market came back to this area, it was sold. The thing from yesterday that I've noticed from yesterday is how the market facilitated trade. You could have choose being on the long side, which I was once or a couple of times, and you could have been successful. But don't misunderstand this, okay? Don't get too overconfident with that. Don't get too overconfident. Too much confidence that that's going to happen again, because that's very unusual. Value was lower yesterday, pretty much all day long. Or the most part of the day, value was lower. The trade was to the downside. So why you wanna buy a market that is trending lower? Okay, why? Or why do you wanna sell a market that is trending higher? Why you want to do that? You don't expect much. The characteristic from yesterday is that we saw short covering. Okay, we saw short covering and long liquidation. Long liquidation happens, as we stated first, happen really fast, and the short covering here that happened here, it also happened really fast. It was just boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's what I say, that yesterday's market facilitated trading. And the odds also, and this is the context, who wants to face NVIDIA, which is likely to be an event that is going to bring some volatility to the market, either to the upside or to the downside. Who want to face that economic news short or long for the case, right? Nobody. The odds of somebody's going to wait that long or unhedged are very low. So that's one of the reasons that we have yesterday that I thought that we were going to have some rotation and some rebalancing. Now, volatility that we have yesterday after NVIDIA was just surreal until 420, which is when the release came. Market was here, and it came down all the way down to here. Next second was up here. The next second was down here as well. It was just crazy, right? Pure craziness yesterday. I believe now all of those shorts from last night, before or just after NVIDIA, are underwater now. Okay, so be careful here. I believe that the odds to some short squeeze here are increasing. Okay, what's going to happen with overnight inventory? I have no idea. Most of the overnight inventory. Check this out. This is ES, well settled up here. Most of this is short, and this is Nasdaq. Look where this settle is, where most of this inventory is. All right, this market is short, overnight inventory. Now it's higher, and now I believe it's being rebalanced, in the process of being rebalanced. Okay, now let's check something else here. Every time we're going digging deeper and deeper and deeper here. How much volume do we have? 332K. I want to see how much volume this bus has. I guess I have to bring the other. The other chart. All right. These are N and O. Okay. 16, 100,000. 1630, 30,000. So we have 100,000 just after 4 p.m. Most, or at least 1/3 of this total volume that we have, one-third of this volume happened here in this period. We have 100,000 contracts being negotiated here or being traded here, and 200 here in this. Can you see what's going on? Right? What happened here? 100K, 200K. Is this telling me that I'm going to be short or going to be long? No. I'm just gathering information here, trying to figure out, trying to understand what's going on before I do anything here. Right? That's the only thing I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to figure out what's going on, and if I see an opportunity, I measure my odds, I try to think on odds, try to have our thinking mindset before I do anything. Now let's check what's going on in the market. So Apple, we have actually this look at this shape, this long liquidation, probably short covering, long liquidation. Yes, this seems like we're going to have short covering now. Short covering, long liquidation, Microsoft. Man, this is bad. Really, really thin markets here. Netflix has no volume here. Same goes with Meta. Very thin markets, man. Long liquidation here. Long liquidation. Oh, come on, man. Look at Tesla. Long liquidation, long liquidation, long liquidation. This is setting. Oh boy, listen, what? Tesla is liquidating. Look at where it has stopped. Right at the 100 moving average. This can go lower, but the odds here of having a gigantic short squeeze are just huge here. Look at this shape here. Short covering here. That's a different time frame, right? I don't trade daily. This big break here, and now this market is trying to close the gap. Are they going to do it? Who knows? What's happening with BIX here? 16. This is the thing, right? The BIX it's not that high. 15, 14, very low. I guess 14 is one of the lowest, or 12 is one. I guess it is one of the lowest I've seen. But 16 is not bad. But what the ranges that these markets are having are just huge. The huge ranges for such a low volatility. A lot of talk. We'll see a lot of talk here. Trying to figure out what happened with Nvidia. This is a bad sign to the market. This is an opportunity to buy. This is a selling. Well, pick your opinion. You wanna have bias, just you know. Uh, Confirmation bias is what happens when we have an opinion and we just you start listening to whoever has the same opinion as we do or we have. Like the same thing, right? You are married, you have a wife, and your wife get pregnant. You have a pregnant wife. Suddenly, you notice you will start to see pregnant women everywhere. Before your wife getting pregnant, you won't see nobody. Same thing, you may have a baby, right? As soon as you have a baby, you will see, babies all over the place. And you will start to think, oh, okay, I just have a baby, and everyone is having babies now. But that is what confirmation bias does. Or we buy a car, or we buy a truck, or I like this color, I like red, or I like white, or I like purple. Buy a purple car. As soon as you buy a purple car, you will start seeing purple cars everywhere. Wherever you go, purple. You will see they will just pop up. That's part of the confirmation bias. That's how our mind, our brain works, right? Okay, it is 9:07. I think this is the good part of the homework now has been done. Regarding today's market, just give me a second here. Regarding today's market, okay, let's bring market profile back again. My focus is this high and this low now. Okay? Action, upside action is continuous, and my immediate focus or fails level to monitor for continuation here is this, closing the distribution from yesterday, closing this one, we target this opposite side here, which put this high, as a potential level or area to be taken. Remember, all of these shorts are out now, or those longs are shorts now. Monitoring from upside continuation is very important, as it is monitoring from downside continuation. Opening up here, the market is going to open inside previous day range are high. Opening inside previous day range is an advertising for chop, rotation, also high, but also consider the context. All the things that we have talked today, up to this point, are to consider. Right? I believe that today and tomorrow, or at least for me, are the last days that I'm going to do something in this market, or the odds I'll do something are high or here. Next week I don't have too much. I don't think I'm going to be doing something. Because the current contract is starting to wind down. There is a rollover period that's coming, and the week after, right? What do we have for next week? Let's take a look. What do we have for next week? Right? ISM. This is I think this is starting to take some relevance as well. this is something that I believe is going to be, the market is going to be watching as well. Non-farm payrolls, Friday. Market's paying attention to the jobs now. There have been some adjustments on these indexes. They have been adjusted to the downside. Our 900K to the downside, that's huge, man. What else? What else? And that's it. I think that's it. I could just have to wait here until the market opens and see where the market opens relative to this spike here. And relative to last night's spike is a rejection. This market is opening way outside this spike, way above this spike. Now this is a little tiny spike, and we have another little tiny spike here to the upside. Now it's going to open above the spike or below the spike. Rejection of the spike here, opening above here. Rejection of the spike here, opening below here. So what do we have? I have nothing. Really, I have nothing here. All right, guys. I'll see you soon. I will just mute this stream. Come back just before the opening. All right. Any questions? Please just go ahead and just write in the chat box. I'll be here for a little while. All right. See you. All right, we're back. Less than a minute from the opening. Market is about to open inside the spike, inside the upper spike. Actually, and look at this. This distribution is being closed here. How interesting is this? I got to move this thing down. Sorry, but I got to move this lower. I want to see. What happens here. All right, market is open. Look at that high. Look at where this high is. Huh. What is... Has not closed the distributions. That high is super questionable, man. That high is super questionable. I'm going to make this smaller. Volume here. Remember what happened yesterday? Not put this thing here. Here, so I can see the volume here. Remember what happened. Where is yesterday's high? Where is today's high? And where was Tuesday high? Huh. This is not a good thing. This is not a good thing for shorts. Watch out here. We may see some short squeeze here. Remember this, that was within the odds. Now let's see what happens to the high here. Nasdaq has already closed the distribution. There's some short squeeze going on there. Lot of craziness here at the opening. Let me show. Let me put something else here. This is Nasdaq here. All right. Look at that. Look at that. Remember, the 50 was here. Overnight high has been taken. This is a continuation of yesterday's action to the upside. This is something I decided to keep. This is the very curious thing for me going on, right? This is end on the month high from July. It's very curious here. That is almost the same range. We still have one more day to go here. Remember what we were talking about? This is Nasdaq. About these highs yesterday in Nasdaq. This one, this one, this one. This is not enough to remove these shorts here. Now they are out. Ooh, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, this is the 5th day, in that trend in Nasdaq. If that high is, if that high where this market is right now, if that high is taking, boy, man, watch out. You just got to be very careful here. The potential now is the opposite side of the 8-day range. How many times has that market been sold from the 50s? Like 3 times, right? And each time the market does the same, the higher the odds, or the more risk the traders are taking here. Now we are in the single prints here. We're getting close to the gap. The upper gap in Nasdaq, right? Check your charts. Is it? No, my bad. This what the heck? No, I didn't correct this. I think this is already taken. Yeah, this has been taken. 19684. Yeah, this has been corrected. What the heck? Oh, this is a previous gap. This is interesting here. Now, what's happening to value here? Where is value here, right? That high, man, that high is really fucking questionable, man. Very freaking questionable. We'll be very careful here. Just check these markets. The potential to the upside here, to the upside here, to the upside here, to the upside here is huge, man. All markets can get in sync here. It's just this low, man. This, this is a good trade here. Now this distribution has been closed. Next thing, the opposite side of this distribution here. What do we have above? A questionable, a non-excess high. Right now, I believe the market is dealing with the short inventory that came after Nvidia reports and then after Nvidia earnings. It seems like we're going to have about the same volume as yesterday. So many things to watch here right now, man. Did you get long here? Did you get long up here? This market is to the downside. Still, Nasdaq is trending lower. ES is also trending lower. It's very questionable though. You know, it's very risky. Handled, you know, handled by very short time frame traders. Oh, look at that volume. Come on, man. 800? No. What the heck is that? Oh, look at that. I didn't. Now this high has been corrected as well. We have, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh. We have this coming from Halbach. I remember now, coming from Halbach plus Nvidia. You know, these are being crushed, man. You know, the shorts are being squeezed here. Very short time frame going here. This, what the heck, man? Oh, I know what happened here. I didn't open properly. That's why I have this. I'm reopening my charts. I mean, this one at least. Yeah, this is bad. Now, where is settle here? Where do I have Nasdaq settle? 19,415. 19,415. 19,415. 19,4, way down here. Last 19,310. 19,310. This is last. The last trade happened at that level. Right, emotions. Did you get long here? And this is where the 50 is now. And just again, come on, man. Again, selling from the selling from the 50s. Boy, this market is setting up for something here. Ga. Okay, this low has been corrected. Now, something check. Come on. Short-term traders, right? Who is in the market? Short-term traders. This low. I won't say what I am putting this around. This has been checked. This has been checked still, but let's see what happened with this high. Distributions have been closed. I still will keep this level up there. This is settled from yesterday, is it? Yep. Around POC, yes sir. Now, we have two distributions here yesterday. We have this one, this little one up here, and this big one down here. Okay, either one coming inside here targets the opposite side of this distribution. Coming back inside this distribution targets the opposite. What is the trend? Trends to the downside. Where is value right now? Also, obviously, we have only 15 minutes into the opening. And this is just okay. The market is just opening. There's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of shorts covered. A lot of repositioning here. Tomorrow is the last day of the month. Also, be careful here. Okay. But value is building, not building, is starting high here. I will keep this here as well. This is Nasdaq. And I will got this as DC Comics, or otherwise known as distribution closed. The market has dealt with this one. This is history, right? I'm just having this for reference. Notice where it's coming, how it dries, buying from the high here, buying from the high here. And it comes down here, right? You didn't reach this one, same thing going on here. Now the 50s, selling from the 50s. Do you remember what happened yesterday from this area? Let's open this again. Here. Huh? All this area from here. Where is the area here today? If the same kind of trade that we have yesterday is replicated today, it is going to be the same. I don't know. I won't know. I will never know that. Just after the fact. Right? To try to understand, I have to keep watching. The market is back in range. It's back inside the inside bar. From Friday. This is the 9 day. The market's inside the balance. Inside balance. There's a lot going on here. 1,000. There's a lot going on from 50s here. It's still an inside day. You know, the first time the job is observing the market. The second part of the job is observe the market. The third part of the job is observe the market. This job is freaking boring if you think that you are going to be, you know, having a lot look at the volume. Yesterday was one of the lowest of the lowest of the 10 days. Today is no different, almost about the same. Very thin markets. Did you see that? This is removing the late longs here. I think there's potential to the upside here. How fast this movement is. You know, do you see that? How this just comes down, boom, boom, boom. Now this is inventory getting long, and you know, if you had some power there, you'll realize that there is a long. And this is just pushing. This is removing the longs here, weak longs here that came. All this part came from this area, right? From value very high. Half back, this was half back at the time. All right. Now, I mean, the ES is getting back inside value area. Inside yesterday's value area. Let's see if there is acceptance of this or rejection. No, now that market is coming down here, I pay attention to this node volume here. No, zero, of course. The market is higher relative to yesterday. Okay. Relative to yesterday, we have short inventory. Overnight high has been taken. Now remember how the overnight trade was conducted. We have a huge rally there, like overlapping bars after bar, like, and I don't know how many bars, like 50 bars there, going high. Now that inventory, I mean, who trades the overnight, for example, right? Market has to deal first with all business. The Dow. There's nothing to see in the Dow. Russell, man, look at that. All right. Oh, that overnight, that value area high coincides with the late rally high from yesterday. I think this could be something here. There can be something here. This market is defending that high, that late rally high. Huh. What I mean with that is there's a level here. This one here. You know, it coincides with value area high. This one here. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4. Still an inside day. How many times have you been long? How many times have you been short here in this market? Well, are you okay? Are you positive? Are you negative? And overall, in the long term, what is your performance after you trade the openings? You know, just be honest with yourself. If you are good, well, keep doing it. If not, it's just not worth it, right? It's not worth it. Market is defending this high. Now check your daily bars. You see what's happening there. I had a 56.30 as a reference here. I have this level here as a reference. This is the lower part, the lower edge of the range. Look at that. This is short covering, my friends. What you're seeing here. And the market moves that way. That's short cover. Remember, removing the longs to move high. Remember how it happened, right? When we talk about this, when we was coming lower. It's a lot of volatility today. Come on, gosh. What is that index now? Curious to see what's biggest is 15. This short covering for late trade. No, from what we have after Nvidia was just crazy short there. What is dealing with that? This high is very super freaking questionable as well. I am about to put some trade here. Look at those movements, man. Oh boy. Let's see if this high is taken here. This one. That's what this would be the first indication that change is here. Taking this high. As long as this high remains, market still to the downside. It has a good opportunity now. Reds, purples. Less than 35 seconds from. Look at that. Nothing here. Start to rise here. Remember in the show. Oh no! Oh gosh! Woo! Short cover. This is a short squeeze, man. This is what short squeeze looks like. you didn't even have a chance. I was trying to get along here, but you didn't give me the chance, man. It happened so fast, man. The thing is, the same way it goes higher, it could have been, it could have gone to the downside as well. Gosh, it happens so fast, man. And those spikes, the thing is, those spikes are, if you're long, that's when you take profits. That's not to get long, that's to take profits. Spikes are, and that's a misconception, right? Retailers goes longer on those things. Didn't even got a chance here, man. Just 40 points. 10 points in one market, 40 points in the other. Is just like a fraction of a second. Oh boy. This questionable high here, questionable high here, questionable high here as well. Has been taken care of. Coming back inside previous range. Come on, man. Really? Very volatile market here. Look at that, coming back and forth, back and forth, back and forth on this side. What do you do here? Come on. Yeah? Come on, man. What do you do here? Is this market a tradable market? That's the question, right? Unless you are trading options, this is going to be freaking hard, man. Even if you have options and you have some, for any chance you have some calls from yesterday's, there is those movements, those spikes, the kind that we saw here, like boom, boom, boom to the upside, and the kind of like a violent burst to the upside, those are shorts taking, being forced to cover, and those are profit taking events. I'm not saying the market is going to break, right? But the thing is, what I'm saying is, how do I take advantage of that? What do I do here? The market has reached the opposite side of yesterday's range. The market has changed now. There is change in the market. There is no one time frame lower anymore. We're back inside yesterday's range. Remember the breakout and failure from the 9-day range, from the 5-day range at a time? Now we are breaking out of yesterday's range. We are dead center, We're back inside the inside day. But this market is going to the upside. This change here. There's a lot of things and this kind of market, this is actually for me, this is the expectation. Just to close the month. End of the month, there's a lot of games here. Lots of games here. Now this is a market to the upside, okay? Values higher. It's a lot of Come on, man. This is just unbelievable. How can you trade this? You know, how can I trade this? This is just following. For me, this is the consequence of Nvidia here. The same. What kind of action did we have after Nvidia? It was 420. What did you see there? That was gigantic. There was a gigantic back and forth there. 1 second the market was 20 points lower, the next second was 20 points higher. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We are just seeing that today. A continuation of that. Many people, there is a lot of misunderstanding here, right? Oh, I knew this market was going to be going higher. I should have gone long here. Or I should have gone long here. I couldn't get long here. I was expecting something here. Maybe if there's a breakout of this, I will try to go with the breakout and checking this as a continuation. And here, my bad, right? I have this chart on the side, right? This is my main chart. I was checking this, but it just happens so fast, man. Okay, now take a look at this. How mechanical is, buying from the overnight high. Buying from the distributions close, from value very high. I'll check this one here. I haven't seen any, yeah, look at this. Very thin markets, man. Very thin market. There's nothing here. I guess there's a lot of hedge here also going on because we have. Oh, look at that Nasdaq. Look at that. What the low of the current period is. Look at that 50 moving out. It's right there. It was being sold from the 50s. Now, let's buy from the 50s. Huh. I missed that thing. Oh, god damn it. Okay, buy from these 50s here. Can you see that? Alright, that's been taken. Hardback has been taken. Oh boy, look at this. How is this coming from Halbach, coming from Halbach to here. Very weak longs here. The breakout is failing here. But there is change here, man. This can happen really fast here. Selling from buying from the 50s, selling from the 50s here. It's a lot. This is very questionable here. No, that's no. I have tried a couple. I have tried something here. Just too much craziness here. Too much volatility, too much chop here. Too much back and forth from the 50s there. Look at this. Sold from the high, value the high here. Lots of chop here. Lots of chop, man. What I don't like is the market has come back inside yesterday's range. Let's see now if can get back inside value. Alright? Inside yesterday's value. $16.54. What do we have? $16.54. Oh, okay, that high. that's key level there. The weekly though. Weekly has ended one time frame lower, one time frame higher. Monthly ended one time frame higher. And the daily is ending one time frame lower. Huh. Look at that, man. Coming back to held back. Back to held back. This. Where is the 50 now in Nasdaq? Today's 50 is at 19,641. 19,642. Let's check this one. Wow, man, look at this. Look how they are pushing low. They're removing the longs here. Look at this. Look at that, man. Can they get back inside this? They did. It's lots of chop here. I'm going to leave this market alone here. It's trading. It's mechanical trading. You know how this high. This high here come back inside range. Selling from this low or this high as well. Buying from this high. I think what I got to check here is this one here. Oh, look at this. I haven't seen this. I missed this cut. That makes sense, no? We don't have that in the ES. We don't. That's different. ES is different. Seller. No. The ES is different. Oh yeah. Alright, it is 10:20 something. Unless you have any questions, I'm going to be calling it a day. I haven't seen some really opportunity yet. I will keep monitor. Okay. Alright guys, I wish you have a good trading day. Stay safe. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.